Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So how do you usually practice to playing a keyboard?
I usually practice with my teacher in my home.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, Welcome back to MTsB podcast. Kita nih cakep. And allow me to introduce myself. My name is M.Rif'at Jazmi, and this is my friend.
Hello, my name is Achmad Ramadhani. Today we are going to talk about the education system in Indonesia and education system in other countries.
Indonesia is well. Let's start from the talking about the education system. Education system is very important for a country because in order to have a strong next generation of people in the country, you need to have the next generation of students have extensive knowledge, and each countries have their own education system that they think is most efficient for their people.
Yes. Maybe that the main key of important. So, uh, uh, what do you think about the education system in Indonesia?
Well, education system in Indonesia is the education system in Indonesia is very different from the education system in other countries, because first of all you need to have in Indonesia the education system starts from the uh, early childhood education, and this starts between 4 to 5 years old, where they are taught how to learning how to read, how to write, and calculate things, and which is different from other countries, because other countries mostly only starts with playing and getting to know how their environments are in their life.
Maybe you can give example for the difference.
Okay, so the difference in education system is, first of all, Indonesia, well, as I said before, Indonesia really have a long period of time when studying. They pretty much spend almost the entire daytime learning in school. It makes that the students don't have time to play or pretty much know anything else other than studying. And the difference with other countries only pretty much have like 30 to 40% of the daytime to learn, and then the rest is playing and interacting with their friends. So that's the difference.
Okay. What about the learning time?
Okay, so the learning time is it's very long. It's very long, and I think Indonesia should make it more shorter, and because it will make it much more efficient and make their students more happy, and can make their students have a better social life.
Any other difference?
Well, one of the other differences is the homework. The homework issue in Indonesia is almost every day, and not for every school, obviously, but most school, almost every day they get given homework every day, and this makes the students feel very bored and stressed, and that's why That's why I think Indonesia should may use it less often because other countries don't really use it that often.
Okay, I think for your opinion, children can feel pressure.
Yes, yes.
Why?
Well, students can feel pressure because first of all, they spend almost the entire daytime learning in school, and then just to spend another like 1 hour or 30 minutes to do their homework in their resting time is very stressed. It will make students not happy.
There are many interesting right student. Okay, so parents, teacher, and government is very important.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so now we talk about the culture and studying in Indonesia.
Okay, we can start by the culture of the parents. And parents mostly encourage their children to do as good as they can. And what parents mostly get wrong about is when a student is very good at something, for example, like drawing. They usually get misunderstood when the math score is not as good as their drawing score. So I think parents can be a huge impact in children's or students' cultural education because parents also help the students encourage their motivation to keep going studying.
Okay, so family is also very important to motivation and support to student.
Yes. Okay, so families, for example, if you have aunt or uncle that is very good at something, for example, I cannot draw anything, and my aunt can draw very good. So by learning from my aunt, I can be better at drawing. So it's not just me being good at one thing, but I'm also can be good at other things. For this example is drawing.
That interesting. And there study to memorize and material, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so the material.
Mm.
Okay, the material of the education. The education material that Indonesia use is, a lot of people say it's very outdated. It is very outdated in the sense that other countries already use a more efficient and more improved version of a material, and while Indonesia only use like the material that is very old, for example, like the calculating of something, the technique of calculating something, which is very old, because we can use calculator by very easily now.
Okay. And exams big role in Indonesia.
Yes.
What do you think about the education in Indonesia?
Okay, so in exam, Indonesia, actually, the education system in Indonesia, for example, if we're talking about the graduation system, Indonesian students graduated sometimes, or not very often, but sometimes, because of their exam score, the final result or final exam score of their school, which is very different than other countries when they use graduation system based on accumulating daily learning.
Okay. if in 2021
Okay.
we get COVID-19.
Yes.
Okay. What the studying in Indonesia make to um, give studying to student?
Okay.
What?
So, for example, for the year 2020 and 2021, basically the pandemic, Indonesia is, well, not just Indonesia, but also every other country. They used application like Zoom or Google Meet to learn stuff to learn stuff from their teacher, like like school, and it was a very different time because we don't use it anymore. The COVID-19 already done, and I think that learning process of studying online is sometimes very efficient, sometimes very good, but also sometimes very bad because, for example, well, it only depends for the students, because if the students is active at asking the teacher all the time about the teacher's explanation, they will get better and they will understand things good. But there's also some people who don't care, who don't care about the meetings, and it can make them have a bad result in score. So I think that's it for our podcast today. Hope you enjoy listening to this podcast about education system in Indonesia and other countries, the differences and the cultural of the education system. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.